Hello boys, welcome back to another session of video tutorials, and this session is meant for class 12th biology boys, and this is for 4th January 2020. And in this session I am going to discuss about the difference between March 2020 annual biology board exam question paper and May 2021 biology question paper that is going to come in the board exam. So once you know the differences, then it is easy for your preparation. You know that what is the pattern of questions, what is the weightage of marks unit wise, chapter wise, and what are the important concepts that you should focus on, what are the competencies that will be tested in the exam. All these, if you know, I think you are better prepared. And nowadays, since you have a limited time, you need to focus on the concepts, not the entire chapter or entire unit. So the need of the hour is selective study. To have that selective study, you should know pattern of question paper, competencies tested, time limit, unit wise marks, chapter wise, in that what are the concepts that are going to be focused, and then competencies tested. So here we go. So I am comparing the March 2020 and 2021 biology question papers. And for your information, the background, you know that I have already posted in our WhatsApp group both the question papers. That is 2021 biology model paper, which is sent by CBSE. I have posted already. Please go through that. And then March 2020 also I have posted. So you can keep both the question papers with you and see the comparison that I am making, so that you will have an idea of what is to be focused. So in March 2020, let us take, there are total 27 questions in 4 sections. Now 27. Okay, numerically speaking. Now the paper that you are going to write, your batch is going to write, will have 33 questions. That means numerically 6 questions are extra. But sections remain same. Section A, section B, section C, section D. 4 sections will be there. So in the previous year, it is 27 questions total. And in the paper that you are going to write, your batch, okay, COVID-19 batch is going to write, is 33 questions. But don't be panic just because of the numbers. Okay, numbers don't speak really what the real stuff is. They are only numericals, that's all. So don't get stressed that 6 questions have increased, what to do, whether time will be available, 3 hours, same 3 hours is available. Don't worry about it. You can plan. Always planning gives us success. Question 2, next point 2. Section A in the previous question paper contains 5 questions. And each question 1 mark. So 5 questions into 1 mark, 5 marks. So the weightage of section A is only 5 marks. This is objective based. Now this is the crux of the story. In the paper that you are going to write for your batch, there will be section A consists of 14 questions. Okay, and they're all 1 mark. So 14 into 1. But again, there is a split in that 14. What is that? 10 questions, straight questions, 1 mark questions, 1 word or 1 sentence. Okay. And then 4 marks are, which I have been training you for the last 1 month, assertion and reasoning. Okay. 4 questions. Of course, you have 1 choice also. 5 questions will be given, assertion and reasoning. 4 you have to answer. So 4 questions, assertion and reasoning, 4 marks. So 10 1 sentence or 1 word questions, 10 marks. 4 assertion and reasoning questions, 4 marks. And then you get a new type of new pattern of question in this. That is case study questions. That means 1 paragraph will be given. Like suppose about environment and pollution. 1 small paragraph will be there. Based on that paragraph, you have 5 questions. Out of the 5 questions, you have to answer 4. Again, there is a choice. So you answer those 4 questions, again 1 mark each. 2 case study questions, 4 plus 4, 8. So totally, section A has got 10 1 mark questions which you require to answer in 1 word or 1 sentence. 4 questions, in fact 5 will be there, you have to answer 4. Assertion and reasoning type. Already for all the chapters I have trained you in this assertion and reasoning. Then 2 case study questions. 5 will be there. 4 questions only you need to answer. Again there is a choice. So don't worry, don't be panic. So totally 10 plus 4 plus 8, 22 marks. My goodness. So in the previous paper you have got section A only 5 marks. Here 22 objective type questions. That's why you need to focus on objective type questions. You must be perfect. And it is like mathematics. You write correctly, 22 out of 22. So this is the scoring one. So don't neglect section A. Train yourself. And already I have trained you in assertion and reasoning. Now I am going to train you in that case study cases. Okay. Case based questions, answers I will tell you. From next week onwards I will train you in that. Next, section B previously contains 7 questions of 2 marks, 7 into 2, 14. Now, the questions are increased. In the new question paper for your batch, section B consists of 9 questions and 2 marks, so 9 into 2, 18. So, if you see section A and section B, 22 plus 18, straight away 40 marks. Out of 70, 40 marks in just objective type questions, 1 or 2 sentences. So you need to really put up your focus on these 2 sections, section A, section B. And then point number 4, section C, previously 12 questions of 3 marks. This was the crux of the story in the previous year. So 12 3 are 36 marks. But now here in this case, your batch is going to have section C only 5 questions and 3 marks, 5 3 are 15. So it is reduced from 36, it is reduced to 15, almost below 50%. That means importance of 3 mark questions is reduced. Importance of 1 mark and 2 marks is enhanced like anything. Hence, focus on that. Next, section D contains 3 questions of 5 marks each. So 3 into 5 marks, 15 marks, no change in this. Your batch also will have section D, 3 questions, 5 marks each, 3 into 5, 15. So this is the main crux. So what is that you need to focus? Focus on these 2, section A and section B, 40 marks out of 70. Okay, and this will decide whether you will get 70 out of 70 or not. Because you make small mistake, error in objective type, you lose 1 mark straight away. So you end up with 69. So focus on that. Next, there is no overall choice in the question paper. Okay, all 27 questions your seniors were writing. However, an internal choice is provided in 2 questions of 1 mark, 2 questions of 2 marks each, 4 questions of 3 marks each, and all the 3 questions of 5 marks. So a lot of choice were there. In terms of percentage, I think it is almost 33% internal choice. Okay, so that is the thing. And then what about this? In your batch, there is no overall choice, of course, as it was. However, an internal choice is provided in 3 questions of 1 mark. Okay, 3 questions. That is 1 in assertion and reasoning, just now I said, 2 in case study cases. But here you need to understand 1 mark questions which are there 10, you have no choice. So you have to answer all the 10 1 word or 1 sentence questions. You have no choice at all. So be careful there. Then in the section A, that is the question. And 2 questions in section B. That means in section B I said 9 questions in section B, and there you have 2 choices. And then in section C, 1 question will be there, choice. And in section D, all the 3 questions will have internal choice. So there is no problem at all here. Lot of choice is there. But only thing is your scoring of 100%, 70 out of 70 depends upon first 10 questions. There is no choice and it is 1 word or 1 sentence. So you have to shoot perfectly. Your shooting should be perfect, zero error. And then, what is so lucky about your batch? Previous batch has all the 16 chapters. Boys, you are lucky man. Only 11 chapters. That means 5 chapters are removed for your batch. 30% reduction for your batch. So what are the chapters that are deleted? As all of you know already, chapter 1, chapter 7, chapter 9, chapter 14, chapter 16. 5 chapters are deleted. And then, as I said, 10 questions are 1 mark each in the section A, and 4 questions are of assertion and reasoning with a choice. There will be 5, you need to attempt 4. And 1 mark each, and the remaining are case based questions with 4 marks each. So that is the reason why I said the main focus for your batch in the question paper is section A, 22 solid marks. Okay, so focus on that. Now we come to the next one, that is unit wise marks. Again we will compare unit wise reproduction unit 1 and chapters. Previous batch 4 chapters, for your batch only 3, and the marks remain same, 14 14. That means previously we can say 14 by 4 chapters. Now it is for your batch 14 by 3 chapters. That means 3 4 ja, almost 4.5 marks in each chapter. That is chapter number 2, 3, 4. These 3 chapters, almost 5 marks each. So focus on that. Then genetics and evolution, you have got previously 3, and for your batch only 2 chapters. And look at that, my goodness, 18 marks means 9 genetics and evolution. You have to focus on molecular biology and genetics. 9 solid marks. 2 chapters you are thorough, 18 marks. So prepare well in those 2 chapters, that is genetics chapter and then molecular biology. You need to focus on that. Spend at least 2-3 days on each chapter so that you will get 18 out of 18. Next, unit number 3, biology and human welfare. Previous batch 3 chapters, for your batch only 2 again. Biology and human, very easy chapters, my goodness. 14 marks means 7 each for your batch, because 14 by 2 your batch. Previous batch 14 by 3. So focus again on this. That means 4 chapters out of 11 chapters total that you are having, 4 chapters you focus, 18 plus 14. Okay, how much? 28, 32 marks. Almost 50% of the question paper. Just 4 chapters. If you are thorough with 4 chapters, 32 marks yours. Next, biotechnology and its application. Of course, previous batch also 2, your batch also 2. And the marks increased. Previously 10, 5 marks each. Now 6 marks each, because 12 marks for your batch. Again, 6 chapters if you are thorough. Just calculate 18 plus 14 plus 12. That means 18, 30, 44 marks. Just biotechnology 2 chapters, biology and human welfare 2 chapters, genetics and evolution 2 chapters. 6 chapters if you are thorough out of 11. How many marks? You are having 18 plus 14 plus 12. So 18, 20, 30, 44 marks out of 70, 44 marks, right? And then ecology and environment. Previously 4 chapters, your batch only 2 chapters, and marks decreased. Previous batch, of course, 4 chapters, 14. That means 14 by 4, almost 3.5. But it is not actually decreased for your batch, because 12 marks divided by 2, 6 marks, 6 marks each. See, huge marks. And these are very, very simple chapters. You can guess. Case based, definitely one question will be there in this ecology and environment chapters. And then commensalism, symbiotism, all that. You know, the table is there, no? Relationship. Definitely the table will be there. That means very, very easy to score. Only thing is you need to focus on the selected topics. Then you will score very nicely. So overall, previous batch has got 16 chapters. Your batch has got only 11 chapters. Marks remain 70-70. So all the best. Do well. Focus on that. And then we come to the blueprint. That's, of course, your biology, rather our biology code is 044 in CBSE. Maximum marks 70. Time limit is 3 hours. And this is very, very important. You need to train yourself in time management. You just stick on to section A, section B for 3 hours or 2 hours 40 minutes. Then last 20 minutes you have to run through section B, C and D. So you divide the time. So you have got 3 hours divided by 4 sections. Okay. In terms of minutes, I will say 3 hours into 60 minutes, 180 minutes. 180 minutes by 4. 180 minutes by 4 section. A section, B section, C section, D section. So I can say almost 45 minutes. So each section you give time 45 minutes. You are very, very comfortable. Or you can make it around 35 so that last 10 to 15 minutes you can have revision. Sometimes you may not get the flash of the answer. Last minute you will get that flash. So the questions which you could not write, which you could not attempt, unattempted questions, you can attempt last 10 minutes or 12 minutes. Keep that. And sometimes knowingly you know the answer but you have postponed. You wanted to write last. You will forget. Chances are there because of stress. Hence, don't have stress. Plan accordingly. Focus on the concepts and divide. Time is the main thing. Time management. Okay. And what are the competencies tested? Now, the competencies tested are demonstrate knowledge and understanding. So the first thing that the question paper setter is going to test how much knowledge you have gained in 12th biology and what is your level of understanding. So based on your knowledge and understanding, 50% questions will be there. That means very easy. You should have the knowledge and understand the concept. 50% straight means 35 marks out of 70. Then application of knowledge and concepts, that is 30%. Whatever knowledge you have gained, you apply to new situation. That is application. Then analyze, evaluate and create. Means here all these diagram based questions, then case studies, then HOTS, high order thinking skills, all that will come, but luckily they are only 20% of the question paper weightage. So what do you mean by demonstrate knowledge and understanding? Like questions like state, name, list, identify, define, suggest, describe and outline, summarize. All these come under demonstration of knowledge and understanding. Second competency, application of knowledge and concept, calculate, illustrate, show, adapt and explain, distinguish. Okay, these are the competencies under, these are the dimensions under competency, application of knowledge and concept. And the third one, analyze, evaluate and create, that is 20%. Interpretation, analysis, comparison, compare and contrast, examine, evaluate, discuss and construct. So these are the various dimensions under third competency. Hence, focus on these things and you will be having a clear idea how to score